Welcome back to the channel, The Dystopian Man. Please like and subscribe and like. Get your Ledger Nano link in the description. And you can also donate to the channel using Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Cardano to the wallets down below. So let's get straight into this. So MicroStrategy raised 2 billion to expand Bitcoin holdings again. As you can see, this is news from today. So let's get straight into it. I cannot believe this guy is soon they're going to be holding all of the Bitcoin. If you cannot see the writing on the wall at the minute, the price is going to be ridiculous if we get a crunch, which is bound to happen with the amount that these people, the rich people, keep buying at the moment. This is why I'm buying every single day. Because do I think Bitcoin's going to be worth $1 million one day? Yes, I do. And I am not going to be the guy that's sat there looking back thinking, oh, I missed the train. When there's this train you could have got on any time since Bitcoin's inception. If Bitcoin goes to $1 million, there is no reason why anybody who's seen any of these videos shouldn't have made ridiculous sums of money. So vocal Bitcoin evangelist Saylor shared a link to a press release that states that MicroStrategy targets a new fundraising goal for the first quarter of this year in order to obtain additional $2 billion to accumulate another big Bitcoin batch. The document says that as part of the earlier announcement, 2021 planned to raise $21 billion through fixed income instruments, including debt, convertible notes, and preferred stock over the coming 3 years. Now, MicroStrategy announces the intention to make one or more public underwritten offerings of perpetual preferred stock and raise $2 billion. That stock will be senior to the company, A class common stock, their press release stresses. So here it is. So this is the tweet. So MicroStrategy targets up to $2 billion capital raised through public offerings of perpetual preferred stock in the first quarter of 2025. So this is crazy. They're literally, I've already said I think they're going to own 5% of Bitcoin if this carries on. If America come out and say they're going to be buying Bitcoin, which is what's really going to send this into a parabolic atmosphere, right? There may not be enough left for him to get the 5% because the amount of people that are trying to front run this already and the amount of people that will be buying, if America comes out and says they're buying Bitcoin, I think $1 million Bitcoin is pretty much guaranteed. Genuinely pretty much guaranteed. I don't think it's going to be obviously this year or next year, but we will see it. It will creep upon us like that because of the supply shock. There's hardly any left on exchanges. So the perpetual stock will give its owners options to convert MSTR Class A common stock to receive payment of dividend in cash, as well as provisions allowing redemption of shares and so on. MicroStrategy plans to register the aforesaid offering by filing a Form S-3 with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The details of the offering, such as the number of deposited shares, the final terms of offering, the price of offering, have not been decided yet. According to the document, the press release underscores that MicroStrategy might choose to not proceed on consummate with the offering at all. We know they're going to go forward with it, right? Because it's what he just keeps doing the same thing. He just keeps doing this and doing this and doing this. So, I mean, let's move on to the next news. So here, great news today. Ripple CEO 2025 crypto prediction. What to expect? So Brad Garlinghouse, he literally bought out something on Twitter. I put a tweet up. Bought some on Twitter. I'm just going to go and see what he says here. So it says today, here in the US, welcome the 190th Congress, better known as the most pro crypto Congress in history. Think about that for your investments, right? We have the most pro crypto Congress in history. And if you look at the size of the S&P 500, right, which is about 43 trillion, I think it's around 43 trillion. Don't mark my word, my notes are over 40. And we've got crypto market cap at 4 trillion. I think it might be about 3 at the moment or 4 trillion. That's a 10x. There's so much money that's about to be made in this space, in my opinion. It's going to be ridiculous. This year is supposed to be going to be one of the best financial years in history. So I hope you're in the market. So today here in the US, we welcome the 190th Congress, better known as the most pro-crypto Congress in history. The journey is just the beginning, but you can't deny the energy and excitement already building across the industry. Let's get to work. I'm so excited. And on these lines, Garden House predicts that the journey is just beginning, while highlighting the arrival of pivotal moment for the industry. The US welcomes the 190th Congress, which has been dubbed the most pro-crypto Congress in history. So excitement meets expectations. So Garlic House tweet resonates with many in the crypto space, awaiting further regulatory clarity. With recent developments, the groundwork may be set for a considerable regulatory advancement in 2025. But it definitely is, because we know Gary Gensler's going. We know the SEC is changing chairs, and we know it's going to be Paul Atkins, who's a very crypto positive person within that space. So the fact that it's getting taken over by Paul Atkins, who is got experience of running the SEC previously, and B is pro crypto, and C, Trump going in, and then D, the crypto Cesar, it's just ridiculous. So the optimism is reflected in cryptocurrency prices, which are climbing once again as investors increase their holdings at the start of the new year. Bitcoin has surpassed 98,000, while XRP has increased by more than 15% since 2025 start. I have been accumulating more XRP, and I've just been buying as much as I can, because I'm just going to say this again to you, and I said it on every single XRP video, and I'll say it again. Will XRP be worth more before the lawsuit ends or after the lawsuit ends? We're coming into the very final stages. You have had years and years and years to accumulate this crypto and make some ridiculously nice gains. You see my portfolio, you've seen I've made nice gains. There's not much more to be said. Will it be worth more before regulations, or before the lawsuit ends, or after the lawsuit ends? The Ripple CEO calls to action, let's get to work, might be a rally cry for the crypto community to continue pushing forward and seizing the opportunities that lie. So Sui news, so Sui price up 27% in 7 days. Reasons. So I was messing around with Sui before it even released, and I regret I did not buy any. Like I was out, like on the test net, and yeah, because it didn't do an airdrop, I just said, nah, I'm not involved, and it was one of the dumbest things I've ever done, and I've really learned from that mistake. So Sui has witnessed a remarkable price rally in the past 7 days, in a move that saw the coin reaching a new all-time high. Sui has recorded a 27% upsurge in the last 7 days from a low of $3.98 amid the latest price drawdown. So according to CoinMarketCap's data, Sui currently changes hands at $5.22, representing the 1872 increase in the last 24 hours. Investors' confidence has also grown as trading volume soared by a staggering 191.40% to a volume of 2.44 billion. Sui has undergone an incredible journey within the past 2 years to reach the current price level. Notably, the coin suffered bearish sentiments, plunging below 50 cents. So, I mean, you could have got it for 50 cents. 50 cents, and now it's $5 in its early days. Every 50 cents now would be $5. In early October 2023, Sui hit an all-time low of 36 cents. Despite the low point, the Sui ecosystem has maintained resilient in product releases. And this is why it's important to understand and know where you are in the market, why we're going through the bear market, why prices are this low, or were that low. It's important to understand why, because if there's nothing actually wrong with the project and it's more due to macroeconomic features, then you know that that's a cheap buy and it's something that should be accumulated. So less than 14 months later, the all-time high, and Sui posted a growth rate of 1,328%. The recent bullish Sui run resulted from the ecosystem's controlled token unlocking. Notably, on the first day of 2025, approximately 82 million Sui tokens, representing 0.82% of its total token supply, were released. This measured release has helped to prevent flooding the market and overwhelming investors with supply. Analysts believe Sui's strong demand, as seen with the soaring trading volume, has helped offset any negative Sui impact. And if you want to read the rest, you can. I'm going to read the whole thing. But yeah, Sui's a decent crypto, so congratulations to them. And here's one I've seen. I've always wanted to get involved with Aave, but I just never have. So it's something I'm thinking I'm going to have to look at, because will Aave prices soar to 500 as exchange balances fall? So again, are we about to see in Aave another supply shock? Because if the balances are falling with Aave, let's look into it. Aave remained in tight range on Saturday, but a combination of strong technicals and soaring deposits means that it could rebound soon. Originally known as ETH lend up until September 2020 was trading at $353. Last check Saturday, it remains 370% above its lows in 2024. So you could have picked this up and 3x your money. And this is why I say you should never underestimate the power of a dollar. Every $10 would have been near $40 now. It's three up is 370, so it would be what, $37. The total value locked in its network soared to a record high of 6.12 million ETH, or 5.12 billion. Another figure by Token Terminal shows that the ecosystem's net deposits are at a record high of 36 billion. That's higher than the 10 billion in deposits it had during the same period of last year. And this is what I mean when I say we're looking for this to be probably one of the most positive years. As you can see, it's a great start already. So the growth has made Aave a highly profitable player in the crypto industry. After all, total fees jumped to over 474 million in the last 12 months. Most importantly, the performance has been notable since competition from lending protocols like Morpho, Spark, Compound, Venus, and Save is rising. So let me know what you guys think Aave is going to be worth in the future. Do you think it could go to as high as $500? I'm bullish on all crypto at the moment, so it's going to be interesting to see this. I'm going to look into this because there could be a supply shock coming. They could have a very big point here. Could be. So it's something to look into. So yeah, anyway, get your ledger link in the description. Subscribe to the Dystopia Man, TDM, and peace.